Becker's second serve in this fourth game of the finals of the AT&T Challenge. First set. McEnroe may question that call.
I think he's questioning why he wanted to hit the ball so finely. Watching him with the open stance forehand down the line. It just misses. Slight delayed call. I think it was correct.
A little stare from Boris. That looked long, didn't it? Now Boris is, I think, has right to complain here.
It looked out from here too.
And I think the crowd supports him in his argument.
But Herb Costin, the umpire, as we watch this replay, has now set 15-0, meaning he is not going to overrule.
Will not change his mind. 15-0.
That was called from Jerry Moore, who was the left baseline person.
It was too close for the chair. I have to accept it. It was too close for the chair. Put this call.
Costin said it's too close for me to make an overrule. 15-0.
Easy point for Boris. 30-15.
John, I believe, knows he got away with a little murder that time. I think we all thought he might have been out, but it can't tell from up here.
I'm sure John figures that he's owed at least that. He's had a lot of complaints this week. Forehand is wide, and we're at 30-all.
I don't see Becker too often on fast courts like this one try an underspin approach shot, which is a cipher an approach shot. He just goes for it as he did then, and he's going to make a mistake every once in a while as he did then.
Mac trying the passing shot, just a little too much power on it. 40-30. John McEnroe felt that it was long, and that's obviously why he made a return like he did.
It looked like a fault. So, well, anyway, now they're even in bad calls if that is indeed the case.
See if we can see it there. As you see, McEnroe obviously not returning that for real. That evens it up. The game's 2-2, and John right now is sitting down. So is Boris. This is a little bit of a protest, I think.
Yes, it is. There have been two what we think of as missed calls, but it's tough to say for sure up here, but they looked...
Well, if they were, in fact, bad, they've each got one strike against them, so they're even. Let's take a look one more time, see if we can see if, in fact, it is long.
It looked tough to tell.
McEnroe at the net and puts it away. The backhand volley.
And let me tell you, he's got this crowd eating out of his hand right now. They want John McEnroe to win. And that's not very American. Generally, Americans want the young upstart to win, but they want John McEnroe to win this match.
30 left.
The ace. from McEnroe, his third of the match, and I think John went a long way to winning over this crowd yesterday with some of his comedic antics. And
gave away a point without even playing it.
An amazing situation against Lendl yesterday.
We'll explain that later. We're looking at a power stat there. Total of 4 aces.
Wide. And McEnroe up 40 love.
What happened yesterday during a match with Lendl is that at love 15 at one stage, he said to Lendl, I'll flip you for this point. I'll spin the racket. And he lost the spin of the racket, and he gave Lendl the point.
The game to McEnroe. So McEnroe's service game is Herkin here, and it's 3-2 Mac. Went long.
Went long, yes. Yes, went long.
That was a terrific shot from John McEnroe.
That's the John McEnroe. No, I think he anticipated that. John told me that he thinks sometimes he has to guess at Boris Becker's serves. But I think Boris telegraphs of serve because he throws the ball so far over his left shoulder when he wants to go wide to the backhand in the ad court. Almost.
There we see that Becker's serve, the service winner, and it's 15-30. Boris Becker describes the McEnroe match as the best matchup going in tennis, one we're playing well.
Incidentally, I do think that Boris Becker on the ad court does telegraph his serve somewhat because the different toss positions for his first and second serve, that difference is rather pronounced. I think McEnroe is able to guess over there sometimes. Not so much so right here in the deuce court.
McEnroe charging, and Lendl's return is wide. Let's take a look at that serve. We have the action track where we actually see the movement of the ball as it bounces and see which direction it takes.
That was a topspin serve, basically to the forehand court. The ball didn't kick too much to the left. Now, if this toss goes up and way over his left shoulder, he's gonna hit it to the backhand side.
30-40.
Double fault.
Double fault. Becker, double fault. We've got our first break of the game. That is the second double fault from Boris Becker, and McEnroe goes up 3-2.
So you watch this toss on Becker's serve, that last one. You see the ball taking an arc to the left, and Becker actually has to make contact with the ball with his arm bent, not in a straight line. Hit it fault. I think really his toss is a bit off right now.
So McEnroe up a break.